Kuala Lumpur's urban development has brought immense changes to Chinatown over the last decades. The city centre shifted away from Chinatown and the area found itself in a void. Traditional wholesale traders found themselves in the wrong place of growing metropolis. This led to the near extinction of the traditional shop houses. Instead of the traditional function as family home and trading businesses, the shop lots have become fragmented and lifeless. Today, there are hardly any local residents that can still call the area home. Through our proposed intervention, we seek to establish a starting point for the people to take ownership of the area again and make it their home. Even more change is coming to the area in the immediate future. A massive high-rise and commercial development around the KL 118 tower as well as an MRT station are planned at the immediate vicinity of Chinatown. There are also the River of Life project and the related plans for the Heritage Precinct Quarter under the Economic Transformation Program. These undertakings will have major impact on the area with regards to the makeup of the daytime population, activities and movement patterns. Chinatown is once again changing. Chinatown has always possessed a certain charm. The traces of converging cultures trait, and the constant change is manifested in the architecture and urban landscape of the area. However, the absence of people calling Chinatown and its roads and alleys their home has left traces as well. Cars take priority, many lanes become neglected, illicit trade and activities have taken hold behind closed back alley doors, and buildings are in decay. In a little alley of the main walking and driving routes of Chinatown, a little pocket of traditional living has withstood the changes so far. In a row of shop houses along Lorong Pangong live a couple of families and institutions that call their area home. Among them is the Lion Dance Troupe and at least 2 traditional food stalls that have had their loyal clientele for decades. Stepping into Lorong Pangong is stepping out of the hustle and bustle of Chinatown. It's small, social space. But here too, neglect and decay are visible. Illegal parking affects the usability of lanes and takes away potential social spaces as well. The lane is shaded and people move in and out of the little entrances of the shop houses. There is still life in Chinatown after all. We want to support the local ownership of this little lane and for it to become an agent of not change. Lorong Pangong should be a showcase of local traditional neighborhoods having their place in the rapidly growing metropolis around it. We believe in the key in creating local ownership is to provide the local stakeholders with a small but empowering project, a fire starter, so to speak, that can be used to engage more and more local residents in taking back the street and making Lorong Pangong their home again. Our small intervention is a street of furniture that fulfills 2 goals. It brings people together in a flexible yet conductive setup for conversations and mutual exchange. It is a showcase of how easy it is to put together a small intervention that has an impact on the whole lane and its residents. The intervention we propose can be chair, table, garden, workstation, or any combination of these at any point in time. The boxes on a grid arrangement allows for easy readjustment of the elements according to the user's needs. The box elements can be designed for specific purposes such as seats or planter boxes that can be flexible elements in themselves. Their use and function is dependent on the orientation and placement within the grid system. The box elements designed to fit a 4x3 grid on a standard size Euro pallet. The pallet base is not only physical separation from the road surface but also serves as a demarcation of the area as a social space. The pallets are easily movable and can be rearranged in no time to facilitate larger setups or more intimate settings. The biggest advantage lies in the simplicity of the solution and its potential to be replicated by the initiative of the local residents. The replication process of this little intervention can be a starting point to reclaiming Lorong Pangong as a street designed for and by residents. The materials used are easily available at low cost and do not impress upon the users any type of requirements in terms of know-how. The design can be easily upscaled and adjusted to fit the needs of different users and areas. The disadvantage of the current design scheme is that it lacks the protective cover that could be used as a shelter from the rain and sun. However, this is an additional feature that could be integrated through local initiative. Further, although pellets are treated with insecticides and fungicides, the pellet's lifetime is limited. This means a certain replacement cycle will be necessary, but again, this can be combined with further upgrades of the design. We hope our little intervention can act as a starting point for the preservation of the last pocket of living heritage in the traditional heart of Chinatown. At the end of the day, it is less about the design itself, but the empowering nature of interactive street interventions that can help bring people and architecture together. As architects, developing a deep understanding of our community's needs and challenges will remain our most significant challenge. How well we design required responses to these challenges will determine the quality of our work and the relevance of our profession.